Yeah, Taylor, when Josh can get into that rhythm, he did that in the hot seat match. When he get in that rhythm, he just looks effortless and very dangerous. Yeah, I agree, Dominic. I don't know why we got a ton of rain today, but it does feel like it does seem like the table. I thought at first the players were just like adjusting to it a little better, but it's not bouncing quite as bad as it was yesterday. Couldn't see because he was blocking, but I assume he hit it just a little fat. It wasn't a bad shot at all, especially with his bank experience and the five being down there right in the pocket. Overcut that a little. It's a good opportunity for him. Difficult shot, but too many issues here. Just should be able to just float over and play the 8 up in the corner. Shot. Good out. Yeah, Andrew, I think Josh is kind of, for me at least, like these days, right? You always kind of hear him in the one pocket circles, but he is, it's like Cliff Joyner back in the day. When I used to watch him play, he was an excellent one pocket player and was known for that, but you could not take him lightly playing rotation games either. He was very adept at that as well. And Josh is definitely in that same category. Plays very good patterns, rolls the ball real nice, pinches the ball real nice.
Goodness gracious, Chad, I'm gone for just a moment. I come back 5-2.
Yep.
I got stopped for just a minute by a couple people.
Yeah, Paul missed a cut on the. It was a thin cut, but he missed the cut on the 2, and then Josh got out the game before Josh got out, and made some good shots.
Appreciate you, John.
Yeah, Dom, I know Paul went for 160 because I was talking to somebody about that earlier. I didn't know what Josh went for, but yeah, that makes sense.
Brandon, isn't that crazy? I definitely, let me turn myself back up a little bit, sorry. I definitely agree with you. He says it's insane the skill gap between these high-level pros and the average high-level
is.
local players.
I agree.
It's mind-blowing.
What I think is also funny is like even like myself, if I got to consistently be in like the low 700s, and you think you're playing pretty good and pretty solid against say the regional players, and then you run up against like a Fedor or the Taiwanese players, whatever, they're 100 points higher than you, and it's supposed to be a 50% match. You race to 9, they're supposed to beat you like 9-3, 9-4, like all day long. If you got that fortunate, it's just amazing that it comes down to the number of mistakes. And
Well, Dom, you're sitting in good position, but yeah, Bianca, you're 100% right. Ooh.
yeah, I'm guessing with Paul, maybe I don't know what spot he came up in the Calcutta where his name was on the list, but maybe just not a lot of people knew who he was and kind of slipped through a little bit.
Yeah, there's always a couple as well. There's normally a couple of those budget bids out there.
It was a great buy for that, that's for sure.
Andrew, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Bill, I get that he's a high-ranked player, but I know more than a few pros at that level that don't play all games well. But you're right. I think these days with some of the derbies and things like that, there's a lot of people that if they're not a great one-pocket player or a bank player, they learn, they work with people, and they get there so that they have more opportunities to cash in some of the tournaments.
I gotta ask Marianne, what was that last tournament at Q-Ball? Because that's where I saw Josh play last. And I'm trying to remember what big tournament it was. But
At Q-Ball, the big one where the Federer was here and some other players.
What tournament was that?
Man, I can't remember which one it was either, but yeah, that was last summer, I think, right?
Yeah, like summer
or
August,
October,
September,
maybe.
October,
Yeah,
somewhere right in there. Because that's where I got to see Josh, and I don't think I've seen him before that.
Okay.
I got to watch one of his matches, and I was sitting there just looking. I was like, dude, you were absolutely so fast and like so just spot on with all your shots. And then he did, again, I love saying this word, the stick-em defenses, and just, really tied up that cue ball. And I was like, gosh darn, I was like, this man is on point. I was like, he has great defensive shots. He's got a good, smooth stroke, great speed. I was like, this man, is a complete package.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Jimmy, it was which River City 10 ball.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, they got a lot of big names for that tournament.
I was trying to remember. I knew it was Marianne's. I remember she was there. I remember we had Federer and Shane were down. And I remember seeing Josh. I remember seeing Jason. Who else did I get to see there? I got to see quite a few people. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. We were pretty busy that weekend. Didn't play certainly, and but we. I even then my wife I don't think was playing pool or maybe just barely playing pool, but we adjusted our schedule so I could go up there for a couple hours just to kind of sweat some of Federer's matches. One of my favorite players to watch.
Absolutely is. He's so good.
I've had the pleasure to meet him a few times and see him play in person, but I'd watch him every day if I could. Just for me, he does everything so correctly. Gonna get between them? Yep, perfect.
I'm going to tell you, this is super dangerous now. He is in.
He starts stroking. You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, he.
Oh man, even that route, he's just totally got a little, But I mean, that was just a great route to play with the confidence, to bump into the 9.
It's funny because sometimes I feel really confident on the table, and obviously I don't shoot anything like these guys, but I feel really confident. So I feel like he's like the imagery that goes in my brain
Right,
for a
right.
moment as for like, this is what I look like.
This is what you think you're gonna do before you get up there. Yeah. I mean, it was a great
Oh,
out.
man.
He's just you can just tell, and man, I love seeing that too because I know for me in my game, especially because I don't play much, I get all in my head and thinking about my mechanics while I'm in the middle of a match. Worrying about how I hit a ball, and it's great to see these guys just relax and let their subconscious take over and just let their brain do what they know how to do. It's amazing to watch.
Bill, I agree with you. And I don't want it to be taken the wrong way as a cockiness thing. I think it's a confidence. I don't.
Yeah.
Cockiness is when you're too overly confident, and especially when you don't have the skill or demeanor to back it up. But I think this is a confidence thing, and I see just this sense of just pure happiness from him right now. This guy, he's absolutely dead in gear. Yeah, he's. If I was anybody else in this room, and even if you remotely thought you had a chance against him, and he was like, "You got action," like I wouldn't take no action from him. I don't want nothing.
No.
I'll give you the laugh. I don't care. I don't want none of it. Unless you give me all the games for free, and I automatically win just by shaking your hand saying we're going to play. Trapper, this is the finals. Yes, this is the finals here. This is true double elimination here.
Yeah,
so.
he's in complete gear, just going in between balls like they're 10 feet wide. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he has. If he had any cares in the world right now, you're going to shock and awe me. Like, if we could literally have a little mic hooked up to his brain right now and hear that little internal voice, what's going on.
Yeah. I think that's kind of how, like, Fedor and some of those guys just live their entire existence, But, yeah, he's feeling, ooh.
They got a little hairy for a second.
Yeah.
But not for Josh. Josh says, nah, this is normal.
Sometimes I've seen players that are in gear like that, and they'll scratch maybe on a shot where they're kind of, moving really quick. And it sometimes can, just that one little thing can snap you out of it a little bit. But, yeah, he's cruising.
Well, I'd have to say, and again, I'm not calling it just yet because you never know what's going to happen. But, I couldn't sit here as Paul and be upset. Like,
no.
Your opponent is just doing really well and running racks and
yeah, good shot.
assistance.
Watch that bounce. There we go. Yeah, to me, any sport I've ever played, right, if I get truly beat by somebody, I have never, ever, ever been disappointed, been upset about it, anything like that.
Yep.
I hate the, the other 70% of the matches where you feel like you beat yourself. But yeah, when I've been run over by, playing tennis, golf, pool, whatever, and I never get upset if the guy just outplays me. And especially if they're playing like this,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely 100% agree. This is one of those situations where
it's fun to watch, even if you're the opponent sometimes.
I mean, there's still a lot to be gained from this. Like, pay attention to his routes, pay attention to his speed.
And the thing is, Paul's a good enough player where he could do all of this as well. He's just not getting the opportunity. Josh, a couple of safeties, like Bill said, he's out-safetied him a couple times and out-kicked him a few times, but just clearing the racks.
Billy Andrews, I agree. He said he's ready to go home. I think he is. I think he definitely is. I think he's,
might have dinner waiting on the.
Yeah. He's ready to. Like, what time? It's not even 9 o'clock, chat. Goodness gracious. Trapper, that's hilarious.
That's a great bet, Trapper.
Oh my gosh. That is too funny. Trapper, who was it that said it? I'll bet an ice cream. Where's Chris at? Chris said I'd play for an ice cream against Josh right now. I'll bet an ice cream.
Yeah, we got 2 ice cream shops right here in the parking lot, so there you go. He'll have to pay up right away.
Oh, man. That's so funny. I'll bet an ice cream. I got to remember that. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Play a round of pool against Josh Roberts after he is in complete gear. Ooh. Small miss on that. Very interesting.
And he hit it exactly in the right spot. It just, the speed, it shortened up a little on him.
Cal Smith, this is the voice of Jacksonville Pool. Tim Jones here with you live. How you doing, bud? Scott and I had such a great time on Friday, and Marianne was like, who do you want in here? And she's like, you got this person, this person. Scott's here. I said, yeah, Scott.
I appreciate it, Tim.
I was like, him and I had such a good time last time. And yeah, it was good. Also, guys, I just want to give y'all a big shout out as well. I don't know if anybody's seen, and not that it is the end all be all important, but 274 of y'all tuning in right now. Cal, thank you, brother. I definitely am as well, man. I'm definitely getting tired of the nights winding down for me, for sure. And but I'm very blessed to be able to be speaking with you guys right now.
Yeah, it's nice this year. I mean, Marianne and I talked a year or two ago about trying to do some things to improve the timing of the tournament, especially with the large, a field that we usually get, and talked about scheduling matches, and things like that. But I was glad to see that she started on Friday night. I know it's not everybody's favorite thing.
Yeah.
But those extra 2 rounds, because the first 2 rounds of a tournament usually are just what takes the longest.
Mm-hmm.
So squeezing in, 32 matches or whatever on Friday, just that little bit helps. And here we are finishing at, 9, 10 p.m. Let's say, even if we went to another set, versus finishing at 6 or 8 in the morning on Monday.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah. Very big deal.
That's very nice. Yeah.
I still thought that was crazy, that comment saying in Georgia we go till 10 a.m. the next day.
Oh, no, yeah.
I'm like, I read that wrong. I definitely read that wrong. Nope, I didn't read it wrong.
This is a little tough here. I'm interested to see.
Uh-oh.
No, man, I have to admit, I feel I'm a pretty good safety player, and I did not see doing that intentionally like that. That was very creative.
He's supposed to make the 6-9 combo.
Yeah, I don't know that he wanted it. I mean, it is available, right? Personally, I would never shoot a ball like this. I just feel it's super low percentage. But if I'm playing a much better player than me, I might go for it because I got to do something. But
he's almost in the aspect of what does he have to lose at this point.
Yeah, with the score, right? It might not be bad, but on the flip side, if you take a flyer at it and miss, I mean, your tournament's over in about 30 seconds too. So.
Tom, first place is $4,000. Second place is $2,000.
I like overcutting the ball to the left rail, and he could see it. Okay, there you go.
I swear,
I like making the ball better than overcutting
I
it.
do too. I do too. I just like what he looked down at the 9, which I thought that's what he was looking at.
Wow, that back cut was strong. That was a good shot.
I'm like, it's a crazy call, but swing for the fences, I guess.
No, that was a great shot.
Yeah.
Good selection.
Oh no, that definitely was the fact he could do that. That was definitely a better way to go.
And that shot, if you can overcut it, which really hard to do with that angle, but if you can protect yourself too. But tendency if you miss that shot is to undercut it and leave it sitting right in front of the pocket. Now he's just got to smooth this, not try to get too much out of it.
The nice thing, the rest of this whole table setup is where Paul operates best.
Yeah.
This setup right here is made for square like Paul.
Oh.
Did he hit rail first?
Yeah, he did because he was so straight. I feel I would have just, I don't know. Maybe he had to do that. It's hard to see the angle here when we're at the other side, but I felt like he could have punched it forward a little bit. But right in the corner.
It's going in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. And he says, you're good. Paul gets that one chat, bringing it 3-9.
I felt like, I mean, again, I know he's flying, right? He's just flowing really good, but I felt like that was a little cavalier. He had a lot of room on either side of that ball to make sure he didn't hit it at all, and a bunch of different ways he could have gone. And been there, done that about a million times. So.
Yep. That's what people get for calling the match early. Somebody over here said the match was over as well, and Marianne was ready to grab the money box and hand out the payouts.
That lady hasn't sung quite yet.
100%. Y'all know when I start belting it.
I'll tell you, I think for me the famous match, if anyone hasn't seen it, I believe all of it, if not most of it's on YouTube. It was years ago, Nick Varner and Siegel. and Siegel was playing pretty well, and I think he was beating Nick like 10-2 in a race to 11, and just cruising, right?
Yeah.
And he either scratched or made a mistake or whatever. And Nick didn't run out, but he ran a lot of racks and played real tight saves or whatever, and got back to 10-10.
That's crazy.
Nick's breaking. He breaks. He runs down to the 9 and misses the 9. Leaves it in a bad spot, and Siegel just like looks around at it for a little bit and smashes the crap out of it, and it he knocked the ball off the table,
No.
which was a foul at the time, so he conceded he lost the match. But Nick almost, like, you think about all that, just mental fortitude you have to come back from a deficit like that, and then all of a sudden it's like the reality caught up to him at the end, and he kind of got a little nervous on the 9. He didn't quite get the shape he was looking for, but yeah, it's a great match to watch.
That's a bonkers one to even hear was a possibility. 10-2, and
Yeah.
it comes back hill.
Well, and it teaches you, especially players of equal ability. If one guy gets out in front 8 racks, there's no reason why the other guy can't get his 8-0 in.
Very true.
And those guys just have all the confidence in the world.
I mean, I have been shocked and awed. I've seen multiple times where there's been like a 3-pack and stuff put on to people. And I was like, man, I can't believe three full breaking runs. I've had a couple people look at me and they're like, that's it? Only 3? And I'm like, did you not? Are we talking the same language? Like, what do you mean only?
Yeah. I have so many
3
people come up to me and they tell stories about this guy or that guy, always running this or always running that. Like, nobody always puts a 6-pack on somebody, It's a pretty rare thing. Now, if the table conditions are easy and using the template and all that, yeah, it's more probable, but 2 or 3-pack, you're doing pretty solid. Of course, we've seen the famous, what was it? Eklund Kachi ran 8 straight racks at 10 ball against Alex Peglian. Supposedly Danny Medina back in the day ran like 9 or 10 racks on 9 ball. There's been, but those are like stories. It's not like I've gone to quite a few tournaments. You don't sit there in the finals when people are kind of geared up. You might see some packages, but on the equipment today and with the different ways they're racking and breaking, it's not nearly as frequent as people think it is.
Yeah, Charlie might be on your end, brother, because he definitely hasn't been. For sure. Chris, I love that joke here. Shape, they all look around to me. I see rectangle tables and spheres all around.
Yeah, that was a danger, but at least he can see the ball.
I think he was looking to get the
To break him out, 100%. And he had to come close to the 3 to be able to do that.
Yep. Tom saying Shane Van Boning 8-pack, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I think one of those lawn tar matches with Shane, he ran 8 racks of 10 ball, played a safe. The guy, I can't remember if he hit the ball or not, but then Shane finished that rack and ran another 3 after that. So like 11 out of 12 racks, he'll break and runs, But again, any of these guys catch a gear. You're 750, 780, Fargo or above. You catch a gear, man. If the balls are breaking good for you, it's like practice.
That's almost what it always comes down to is how's
the break.
How's the break? That determines every bit of it.
If you look at stats, I think I read somewhere like some tournaments it can be as low as 18 to 20% break and run percentage, so about 1 out of 5 racks. And the tournaments where the conditions are favorable, where they're using a template and maybe the pockets are nice, it can be as high as like 40 to 45. But that's not what people think, you know. And that's playing 9 ball. You play 10 ball, those numbers go down. So when someone tells me, "Oh yeah, I always get out from here," whatever, like it's again, there's those anomalies where people are going to put some packages together. But I would say for me, if you look at all tournaments combined, average, it's probably about 30%, give or take, 30 to 35% break and run out percentage. And the reason why I even bring that up with some students is because I try to tell them, look, running out's great, but 2 out of 3 games you play, even if you're at a high level, you're going to win by playing some sort of safe.
Bingo.
And the defensive game is so important.
It's huge.
Not only playing the defense, but learning to get out of it and resafing. That was a very good shot.
Adam, let's see this here. He says, back in the day, 6 to 9 packs were very common, and a guy catching back up with another 6 to 9 would happen. It used to be about the shootout game with push-out 9-ball. Texas Express killed the shootout game and took away the spot shot. So we have limited the best players, so to speak. He wants to see someone 3-foul to death. 3-foul would be very interesting to see. I don't think we've had, at least not today that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I haven't seen any on the stream table, I don't think. It was a side table match last night where one player 3-fouled the other, and then the very next rack, the other player 3-fouled him back.
I like that. Yeah, I definitely I like the 3-foul. I like the 3-foul rule, and it's very difficult to hit. And I think my favorite thing is when I was talking on a stream previous house, when I was like, yeah, 3-foul is just something out of respect you shouldn't do, or something along those lines. I don't think those were quite the words. And I was like, no, it's like it's part of the rules. Like I don't think it's a disrespect thing at all. And I like it's very difficult to get a successful 3-foul for somebody, anyways, especially these high-level players. Like that's extremely difficult. So.
Yeah, Bianca, I mentioned that match earlier. That is a great match if anyone hasn't seen it.
Tom, don't hesitate to reach out to me via Voice of Jacksonville Pool, my friend. We can see what we can set up. I'd love to come out. Can I get Scott out there with me now?
That's right.
We got to come to this package deal. Josh Roberts versus Jamie Moaning at CSI Bar Table Championships. God, him on a bar table. It just blows my mind to see that man just run stuff. 8-ball alternate break. That's smart move. Yeah, you have to on that. Everybody ran each time. It got to the table, and Josh broke dry, hill, and oh, was that the one you were talking about?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about earlier, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar.
And I play 8-ball. Now I'm playing with my wife in a league, so I mean, I kind of casually play. I don't take it too terribly seriously, but I usually play in the U.S. Amateur every year, and so I you know, my extreme practice to warm up for that tournament is about a week of playing 8-ball, which is not nearly enough because some of these guys, they live and breathe 8-ball, and they're, 650, 700 Fargos, and they're playing 8-ball. And my patterns show it. It's nowhere near as good as it was when I was younger, but I usually watch some of those good matches on YouTube to kind of mentally warm up for getting back into playing a little bit of 8-ball.
Roll, baby.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm pretty good friends with Thorsten, and I had the fortune to be able to play against him a few times, just kind of practicing or whatever. And I asked him one time what his high run was playing like just the Ghost and 8-ball, and it was like 25 or 26 racks. It's just ridiculous.
Nice little jump. Oh, grabbed in on that side pocket there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, obviously I still feel like Josh is flowing pretty good, but you get that little interruption in that flow, so to speak. Paul could easily climb back here a couple racks if he can put a few together.
Oh, Bianca, you're good. You're A-okay. Yeah, Scott was telling me about that story right here on stream, and that's when I started reading it. And I apologize for not paying attention to you saying the words like that's what I was talking about. My brain literally had the GE light bulb moment. Went click. I was like, that sounds so familiar. It's like, where did I hear? Oh, yeah, just a moment ago. I mean, it was a few moments ago. It literally wasn't like 2 seconds ago, nothing crazy. But I still appreciate you mentioning it. I love hearing about stuff like that, too. This is where, I have not been involved in the billiards community long enough for stuff like that. And it's really cool to hear and see what has been done. And
what's funny about that match in particular, one, I don't think people make as big of a deal about 8-ball matches for some reason, but it wasn't like you heard a bunch of buzz in the, in the magazines or about it.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened. I just it popped up in my feed one day and I watched it and I was like, holy crap, like they just played almost a perfect set of 8-ball. I love watching Shane, especially play 8-ball on a bar table. It's like he practically just 2 strokes everything because the table's so small and he's played so much 8-ball growing up. It's ridiculous.
He's kept himself short on the shot a couple times getting back over.
I think he was afraid of the bounce yesterday, and now it looks like it's settled in a little bit. But yeah, he's still all right. Yeah,
there we go. Nicely done.
Yeah, I like his game. I I got a chance to just watch him play earlier, and I like the way he plays.
Yeah, Bianca, that sounds like a good one. I need to find and pull up just to watch, see it happen. Not say I don't believe it. It's just be good.
10 to 15.
What a good tournament this whole thing's been. Guys, just in case, I'm assuming all of you guys have been a part of this throughout the weekend, but definitely just want to give a huge shout out to Mary Ann and the whole crew here with MT Productions, working their butts off to make this such an amazing event. 74, I think, was the total player field that we had, and just amazing payouts and everything for everybody involved. Give a big shout out to Beaches Cue Ball here, too. There was a last-minute venue change, and they facilitated helping out with that, making it possible. And we've had a really good time, and just a great atmosphere. I really wish the other cameras weren't working. I don't know what happened to it, and these two guys kicked off the match so fast. Like, Mary, I was like, all right, it'll be 10 minutes. I was like, cool, I got time. I want to go mess with stuff, and like next thing I know, I look over as I was just barely touching the camera, they were lagging. So I do apologize for not getting out of the view up and working for you guys. But if y'all get a chance to ever come out here and see these sort of events, I mean, there's 20 people around the table right now, just hanging out, enjoying. So it's a good atmosphere. Robert, did we really hit over 302? Come on, hit over 300, man.
Nice.
That's huge. That's new all-time high that I've been able to be a part of, man. Means a lot. Seriously, the shares and the views. When I'm able to talk to other people and tell them, what we get to, it really helps.
Good shot. Can't tell from here if the 6 will squeeze on the side or not. If it doesn't,
I'm
can you
getting
tell?
eyes on it, and I mean, I'm talking about you got to hit it so perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, I'm pretty much almost directly behind it, and yeah, I'm gonna say no. No, it does
yeah,
not.
to me it looks like no, just from what I'm seeing. So if that's the case, it's going to be interesting. It's going to have to play pretty good position from the 4. Well, got a pretty good angle. He's going to have to spin it a little more than he wanted to, I think, but if he would have came down just another 6 inches or foot, he would have been ideal. But
Using all the pocket
he
there.
pinched it good. Yeah, he almost had to because of the angle. Look, if he would have hit it pure, he would have been another foot to the left almost.
Yep.
Now we'll see if it goes or not.
I think he's gonna be. I mean, you just gotta hit it so perfect. There's such little room.
I think it's. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say, if he made that side pocket shot, that was the shot of the night.
yeah.
So,
And again, just because he made that little mistake on the 4, I always call those like micro mistakes, right? In and of
Yep.
itself, it wasn't a big deal, but now he had to hit that ball with a certain stroke, and it was hard to hold it up.
100%. Josh back in the driving seat on the hill. And in my opinion,
Yeah, the way he's been playing, this should be
yeah.
it right here. Yeah, perfect.
There we go. He's on the 9. Great shape. This is all him. Now he's got a little bit on the rail, but normal everyday shot. Follow through. Nicely
Perfect.
done, and we got our winner. Big congratulations to Josh Roberts.
Good playing, Josh. Trapper, this is the Larry Gayle Memorial Tournament.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Very well done. Scott, I can't tell you thank you enough for
Yeah, man.